Hi everyone, this is Salvi with your VTuber news today. Before we get into the news, please hit the subscribe, like, and maybe even hit the bell notification icon, and let's get into the first story that we have today. Before graduating, Seto Miyako asked her 290k subscribers to subscribe to Kataribe Tsumugu so she gets 100k subscribers. For those who do not know, Seto Miyako is a VTuber from Nijisanji. She is a VTuber from the Japanese branch of Nijisanji. She debuted in 2019, and she has graduated. So, this is a good step. It seems like a very unselfish thing. Of course, it may not be noticed by Kataribe Tsumugu because I believe she is on hiatus or hasn't been streaming very much recently or something like that. I'd like to see Kataribe get to 100k before I graduate. Please subscribe to her. And of course, you know, a lot of people are needing in respect. Get to 100k subscribers when she returns from her hibernation. I wish the talent behind Seto Miyako best of luck if she returns in indie. A lot of them do, and they get the post Niji buff, which I hope Seto Miyako does get. On the one hand, much respect for Miyako for doing this as a parting gift. On the other hand, Tsumugu hasn't been seen for 6 years now. Why is she still on the roster? We'll never know what happened behind the scenes. And of course, this is the original post here. And it says, I'd like to see 100 people sign up as storytellers before I graduate. Maybe it's because it's a friend. Maybe, you know, trying to show her that there's support. And maybe she can come back. Maybe something simple like that. And they did end up making it to 100k. As you can see here, they got 104k subscribers. These are, of course, the person here mentioned as Tsumugu. Kataribe Tsumugu was the one who ended up getting 100k subscribers, which is amazing. It is good for her to be able to get some subscribers there. I really wish the best for Seto Miyako and for anybody in Nijisanji. I hope the best for them always as VTubers, not the agency itself. Oneeshi, which is a Spanish VTuber agency, or advanced Spanish VTuber group at least, says a group of girls ready to cheer up your heart. You can see all of them up here, which are the members right here that you can see, which is Keidame, Harper, Yoon, Mari, Lily, and Gift. And all of them are right here, as you can tell. And there's the full 6. And one of them, at least someone that was a part of their agency, is leaving. They says this official, communication. It's translated here. A new course on the high seas. We want to share with you our beloved Toko, the intemperate penguin, has decided to set sail for new adventures. With her unmatched energy, her mischief, and her free spirit, she gave us unforgettable moments, and now she has chosen to sail other seas. We wish you fair winds in your journey and untold treasures on your horizon. We appreciate every shared madness and know that you will continue to leave chaos and laughter wherever you go. Good win and good sea, Captain. I'm not seeing them here, so they were probably already removed from the whole thing. I wanted to show you who Toko was, but I'm not able to see them there. Of course, it is a sad day for anybody to leave on any kind of situation. I believe this is more of a separation, not a graduation. So they're going to go on and do their own things, as they say it down here. Just in case if there's confusion, from today on, Toko will not be part of Oneeshi. Have a good trip, Penguin. And then it's like live reaction right here, of course. She's and someone down here is saying, at least now Toko can say she graduated from something. And yeah, it's like good voyage, good voyage, good voyage, this type of thing. And of course, like I said, even looking at their main page, and these are all the members here that even their independent more DLC, which is independent of Oneeshi, they don't have them there. So I look everywhere, I haven't been able to find them. Maybe they've already been scrubbed. That is fine if they have. But of course, I do wish them well. I do wish Toko well on their journey. And I do hope that their next path that they've chosen is very, very successful for them. In editor note, I did find her, and I was just a little bit blind. She's right here. This is her, and this is her right here. The penguin captain that has a bag over her head. And of course, this is just the way she's been. And I'm sorry for missing it entirely, but this is the one that she is. And this is just, again, as an editor note at the very end, just to give you guys an idea of who she actually was. Twitch streamer Ebiko, a Twitch partner, Ebiko, has been temporarily banned from Twitch, from the wonderful place that she calls home. And why did she get banned? I don't quite know, but here are some of the things that, some of the things that have happened in her past. She'd gotten banned 7 days in 2024, then one day, and of course this time it was a 1 day. She was banned on the 4th, and she was unbanned on the 5th. So it wasn't enough for her to have a 7-day ban like her first initial ban last year around the same time, but it was a ban. It says, so, no head. Ebiko, basically the boilerplate response here, says, as content on stream or VOD. And it says role-playing, oral S in a virtual reality, or any drawing characters engaged in any type of S activity, displaying S toys in a non-educational context. All of those things can count for you getting the ban hammer. And she, of course, posts this here, and it says, 2 beautiful sights, the sun rising, setting in Ebiko. Not fair, please Twitch, leave her alone. She got unbanned, of course. Eat a cookie, the realest thing on this app, to be honest. Don't be sad, Ebiko, always be right side and cheer you up. And then, of course, you have people here that are also saying, Kitsu, was this for the accidental flash then? Either way, rip. Nah, it was for the Gluck Gluck 9000. Apparently, she put her actual head probably in a certain way, I'm guessing, that made it seem like she was simulating a certain act that is prohibited on Twitch. Well, prohibited for some people, because other people have actual relations on stream, only get a 7-day ban, which was then shortened to like a 1 or 2 day ban, and then they're fine, just because they're IRL streamers, and because probably somebody is a simp for them. S to G, what did I say? And, you know, it's like the in the prison thing. Oh no, Vampy, Captain Rina, aw dang, LMAO, it sucks, it gives you more time to work on projects though. I guess shrimps can be quite lewd. So yeah, it is a mistake that she made, or something that's simulated. She even admits that it was probably something that accidentally simulated. I don't think she would do it on purpose, because she knows the rules, she knows the way things are, she knows to not do those things because it can get her in trouble. But sometimes you make mistakes just for jokes, and then things, you know, get out of order and get out of hand, and then, you know, that happens. Kson gave a little bit of advice on VTuber Inside Info. I'm going to just go over what she has kind of said here in the compilation so far, so let's take a look. This is done by Obaratai Writing Channel. I'm just going to go over it kind of like in a slide way. Basically saying here, number 1 is their line, the line name is a mess. This one is going over a lot of VTuber contacts. You need to contact each other, you need to talk to each other, you need to do all that kind of stuff. Just make sure that it's not your real name. Of course, she uses her real name a lot of times, or at least a name that can be easily found out. You want to hide your mama. Oh, recent music video was so good. Tell me which illustrator you did. That kind of thing. Countless pros to support the VTubers, and wouldn't be able to make my commission anymore. Like, that is kind of a thing. I do understand that. I'm also happy if they use me as an achievement to get famous. 30 meals are private room only. Just by talking, people might recognize your voice. Private room is a must, which is for shut-ins who barely get any UVs. I wish someone would do this in scientific research on this. Basically, try to keep yourself as private as you possibly can. Anyone serious about becoming a VTuber who would have already started some kind of content creation to some degree. If they didn't, that just means they're not serious about it. By starting content creation, you learn the process and rules more or less. Underestimating a job way too much if you don't do that. Basically, there's a lot of free editing software, a lot of things like that. She goes over the editing software. She goes over, you know, talking to other VTubers, that you should be able to be communicative to other people in the community, other VTubers who are big out there, other VTubers in general. I am a shut-in myself. I am socially inept myself. Partially, well, big part because of autism. I'm not very good with social cues, so I fuck things up all the time. I really mess things up all the time. So because of that, I have kind of drawn away from being very social. I'm doing a little bit better at that. I'm trying to do my best at that, but that is one thing that's very important. You have to be social as a VTuber who caused some online drama in the past. As long as corporals operate as an organization, a business, basically, it's kind of there are going to be people who are going to cause issues and you know, cause other problems out there. You can be disqualified if you're someone who has gone off the rails. You can be disqualified from going into VTuber corporations if you're someone who has gone crazy. For example, Goompai, who I've talked about recently, anybody like that is not going to be in a VTuber agency very much. They have to protect themselves from crazy stuff, crazy people, people who, you know, go too crazy about parasocialism, people who maybe have been discriminatory towards others, that type of thing. You have to be very careful about that. Agencies are going to be very careful about that. So anyone, if you verbally attacked anyone, if you created Google Docs on anyone, that type of thing, you are going to be seen as a bit of a liability, because who's going to say you're not going to create a Google Doc on one of their people, who you're not going to create a Google Doc on someone else, and then bring yourself more drama and bring them more drama. And of course, if you don't meet all the requirements, you'd have to, of course, things that we already know. You have to meet certain requirements of why they would choose you. The chance of acceptance of VTuber corporals is very, very small. And a lot of people want to get it. That type of thing. So it's a lot of information in here. Of course, take a watch if you want to see all of it. But yeah, it's the basic stuff. I don't want to go too far into it because it would be like a 10-15 minute thing. Because usually when I do these things, if it's a 10-minute video like it is here, it would freaking take me 20 minutes to go over everything. Why not do a very short thing? Of course, Kson is speaking from a lot of experience. She was part of a large corporation, one of the top 2 in Japan. And she is part of a shoujo now. She is big, and she has been big for a while. So she knows what she's talking about. There has been an announcement for Tsumicon Meet and Greet 2025. Rima Evenstar has announced that they will be holding a virtual meet and greet at Tsumicon on Friday, March 14th, 6 p.m. CT Central Time. And if you happen to be there next week, make sure to pass by my booth. Thank you at Ara Culture for inviting me and organizing this. So this was an invitation by Ara Culture, who is this group here. Artist-owned partnered brand of anime merch and OC VTuber content. So Ara Culture was the one that, they've been shipping out stuff and things like that. Since they are a merch company, they wanted to invite her, Rima, in there. Because, of course, she's a VTuber as well. She has been growing a lot. She has been doing a lot in the community. And, of course, she's going to be holding it on 6 to 6:50 p.m. So it's a 50-minute meet and greet. Of course, there are a lot of people that do want to meet Rima. Big congratulations to her for having a big success like this. Anytime that a VTuber can get a meet and greet or an appearance or whatever at a con, it is always a big win. Mikochi, Sakura Miko, and the Mikopi had an amazing celebration for the birthday that Miku celebrated on the 4th of March. And she had her 2025 3D Live, Remember Colors, and of course, she's saying about the starting. That's a lovely, lovely look. That's a lovely main. And of course, you're going to have other members there. She's mentioning, that you have Fubuki in there, you have Marine in there, you have, other people are going to be there as well. To remember colors, there will be a photo session for members only and an encore live performance scheduled to start at 22:15. She also was mentioning that she's going to be doing other things. Like I think she has a music video that came out, a new music video that came out, a new song that came out. So it's almost time. Getting excited. I want to show that I've grown a little through my solo live performance. I will do my best with gratitude to Miko P, the Holo members, and the staff. And here is, of course, Kanauru showing off the transition with the amazing dress and everything there that they were able to do. Very, very good look. Into her princess, amazing dress for the stream. And of course, as always, I will show you guys the stream. Here is Sakura Miko, of course. We're just gonna show you some things in here. This is the transition that I showed you before. This is her song. This is Flower Rhapsody, which is her original song. Very, very cute. Her talking about it, of course. And that's Azuki, of course, with the Bao Bao first, Azuki, and now, of course, you have Ayame and other people in there too. And of course, that is Ayame, Shion, Nene, and Lami, it appears. Subaru. And they have captions down here, basically the song, the lyrics, and of course in Japanese, but they have it there as well. Marine! They're doing a medley! They're doing a medley. So with Marine, she decided to do a medley, which is actually kind of cool. That's a lot of movement. I'm telling you, that's a lot of movement. I will say this, one thing that I do like about hololive, as I end this part, because it's already gotten pretty long, is that they give their talents, when it comes to these type of stages, they give them the best stage that they possibly can. They usually have a moving element to it, as in like a stage like her right here. Her stage went from down to the bottom and it rose up into the castle up there. So, you know, sometimes like for Marine, I believe they had a balloon that kind of like flew around. That like a blimp type of thing, that, or a ship, actually a ship for her that flew her around. For Fubuki, they had something different. For the Fuomoka girls, they had something different as well. They do this a lot, and I'm really, really happy to show this to you guys, to showcase everything. And congratulations and happy birthday as well to Miko. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, where I showcase up-and-coming VTubers of every type, shape, form, everything in between, all languages, etc. Because I do want to make it a place where VTubers can grow, where we pull each other up, not try to tear each other down, not try to cause more drama. There's enough drama out there. So today I'm talking about Finnya, Mommy Shark, she, her. I suck at games, the most fantastic VTuber, black tip shark, Neko hybrid, call me Mommy Shark. And this is their full look. Of course, this would probably have to end up being in hot tubs, beaches, and pools, because it's not covering the hips, which Twitch has a real issue with for whatever reason. So we have their shorts, and we're gonna take a look at this and take a look at it.
Hi TikTok, my name's Finnya. I'm a black tip shark and Neko hybrid. I'm a 25 and I lurk in the depths of Belgium. I'm a pre-debut VTuber, currently mainly focusing on community building.
So that's good. She's focusing on community building, which is very important. And if she sounds familiar, it's because, you know, she's Belgium, she's from Belgium, she's from Europe, she's from those type of countries. And you're going to say, oh, you know, it sounds familiar. But that's because she's from there. Before anyone starts saying anything, I just want to say that a lot of people from that area that I've heard VTubing, women sound that way over there. So, of course, thank you so much. Of course, she also has her Twitch side, Aspiring Shark VTuber. Make sure to tune in for my debut. And of course, she's going to be debuting soon. Want to just give you guys a little bit of a heads up about her. And maybe you want to see her debut, maybe not. But of course, I want to help out wherever I can. Thank you, Finnya, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. I do hope this helps you grow. Thank you so much for watching. That is all the news that we have for today. Please let me know down below if you want to know any more news, or if you have any comments regarding anything that you saw here, which I will try my best to respond to. I love seeing your comments down below. Of course, as well, like and subscribe to the channel. That will give you more information every single day. I do 2 videos a day, so hopefully you enjoy.